Right then guys, time for another monthly update. This is literally the last day of February, so I do apologise. They are getting further and further away, but that won't be the case. We will get them back on track. Apologies, this is a bit of an off-camera update, because I haven't got stuff set up at the minute. So I apologise for that, but basically it's only going to be a short one, and we're running through a few of these builds, so it's probably quite good. So starting off here, you might be happy to see we've got the Condor. Now there is a third part for this already on my laptop, which I just need to edit, and the fourth part is fast closing in. We're into the weathering stage now. All issues are gone. I can't really foresee there being any problems now. It's had the flory wash on it so far. It's just awaiting a gloss coat, and then further oil washes, and then matting down and moving on to the final reveal. So quite happy with this. Had a few problems with the paint choices, which you'll see in the next update when it's up, and hope to get that one up by the weekend. That's the plan. So that'll be part 3, and then part 4 closely follow on. And sorry for the long gap in between. It's just what with one thing and another, and Christmas it just fell behind. So nice kit, nice big model, and quite an impressive colour scheme there. It's quite nice. I like it. It's an interesting plane. So that's that one. And the Condor's always ticking along in the background, so we've got a couple more to look at. Mainly, quite a lot of Fury going on here. So we're starting with the Sea Fury, but you'll see it'll make sense in a minute when I show you the other builds. So this is now painted and just awaiting a gloss coat. We've got sky underneath, which is just about right. I've been looking at quite a lot of the reference photos that I took, so I'm happy with the colours there. This is Tamiya colours I've used here. I'll go into it in more depth in the detail, but we've got in the build, we've got XF21 on the underside, so just their sky, and then XF77 on top for extra dark sea grey, and that is IGN grey from Tamiya, and I think that's quite a close match, to be honest. I've been looking at, like I said, the reference pictures, and yeah, I think that's alright. So with the build, obviously it's complete now, and all the other parts are here, so you've got the propeller and all the rest of it. Throughout the build videos, you know, I do mention every time I run into a little problem with the kit. Nothing. Basically, if you're used to Airfix kits, you know, there's nothing new here, but it's just because it's one of the newer tool ones, and I've built a few of the new tooled ones, and this is falling a little bit behind, but ultimately, once you're at this point, you forget all of that, so no major issues is what I'm trying to say here, but you'll see in the build videos I do mention some of the problems that I did run into here and there, and some of the fixes that I did. So that's on the go, and that's due to be finished once I get a bit of time. Then we've got this little plane, and this is a double build that I'm doing at the minute, which I'm planning to do all in one go, and then I'll just put it up when it's ready. And this is a pair of Furies, and that is Hawker Furies from the inbox review that I did for this one. So it's a couple of A model Furies, and looking at it, you know, it's quite a few. Again, I filmed all of this, so it'll all be in depth. And that's sort of, you know, you're getting things like this when you're putting it together, and you're getting gaps like that. And then when you put the pieces together and you try and close up these gaps and put in, you've got the top of the cowling here that goes in a separate piece. A little bit of an annoying way to do it, but nevertheless, you know. If you get massive overhangs as well when you start doing this, so I've been working out how to get this right, and it's a mixture of two things. You know, you've got to leave a bit of that gap there at the front, so I have worked out that if you have it to about that as a gap, then the cowling fits flush on the top, and then you can obviously fill that a bit easier. So with the two builds there, I've kind of got to the cockpit stage, the same on both of them, but then I've pushed ahead on this one off camera, just to kind of work out what I'm going to be, what problems I'm going to run into. These were butt joints, so I've drilled holes and used a bit of wire there to give that a stronger join. Quite a lot of issues here at the back where we're trying to get those horizontal stabilisers actually running flush and horizontal, as opposed to they were sort of sitting like that, and that's not what they're meant to be. I've also opened the door on this one, done a few modifications. I've cut the rudder there and put that at a slant. But the last one is a little bit, we're a little bit gappy here. So that's quite interesting, running through those. So I'm just trying to build this one, get past the problems, and obviously once this is all on, then it's just struts, landing gear and the top wing, which should be relatively trouble-free. It's, there's not going to be massive seams. I mean, you can see there's quite a gap there that I had to fill. So that's been an interesting build as well, running on nicely. So you've got that to come. So then we've got a few things coming on behind that, and we've got the Tiger, like I've said, which is a video that I'll be starting. So there's quite a few things on the go. And also the channel's grown quite a bit since we last were doing the last update. So it's over 1,000 subscribers now. So thanks to everyone who's subscribed to the channel. That's great. That's it's more than I could have ever hoped for at this point. So thanks to everyone who's done that. I read everyone's comments and all the rest of it. Don't always get back to you, unfortunately, because it's just life gets in the way, as it always does, but I do read them, so rest assured. And I've noticed a few odd comments here and there like you get, so people saying about not doing reviews and builds. I would love to do builds all the time, but they take an awful long time, so I like to fill those gaps with reviews. So hopefully everyone likes what they're seeing and can get something from whichever part of the channel that they enjoy, whether it's builds, reviews, updates, or general waffle that I tend to come out with. So I hope that's okay for everyone. Nice little update, and there may be some builds falling in and around this. There's a few things on the go here, so if I finish them up, I'll do as I usually do with a photo montage, and we'll take it from there. So until next month, and that's March, which is tomorrow, so I will make sure I get an update probably in a couple of weeks. And actually show my face that time, as opposed to hiding behind the camera like I am now. And yeah, hopefully by that point we'll have a completed Sea Fury, a few more video builds up, and a few more on the go. So we'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed that little update, and give the video a like. So leave a comment. I always like reading them, and I'll see you in the next one.